Howdy, Cowboys Nation. It's time to gear up and immerse yourself in the excitement on Cowboys News TV. Grab your favorite jersey, snag your go-to snack, and settle into the comfiest spot on the couch. Get ready for a thrilling exploration of the latest and greatest events surrounding America's team. This isn't just your typical sports update. It's a full-fledged expedition into the heart and soul of the Dallas Cowboys. Expect twists, turns, and a touch of that authentic Texas charm to keep you thoroughly entertained. So, before we plunge into the gridiron drama, do us a solid. Wrangle that subscribe button. Subscribing isn't just a simple click. It's your pass to join us on this epic journey. Help us reach the impressive milestone of 7,000 subscribers. Lasso that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and let's kick off this football fiesta with enthusiasm. Cowboys Nation, your support means the world to us, so let's thrive and relish the ride.
Well, Cowboys Nation, that wild card game against the Packers was tough to watch. It exposed some glaring issues that the Dallas Cowboys need to tackle head-on in the upcoming offseason. If we break it down, it's clear we need a quarterback who never throws picks, a reliable running back, pass rushers who can actually complete a rush, and a major overhaul in both linebacker and secondary positions. But let's get real about the Cowboys' most critical need in 2024. It's not just about targeting specific positions, it's about a comprehensive reassessment of their offensive and defensive systems with one goal: gaining control of the line of scrimmage. The concept is straightforward. The team that dominates up front usually finds itself in a winning position. Look at the Green Bay Packers effortlessly scoring 48 points in a hostile playoff environment against a supposedly more talented team like ours. On the flip side, when a team like the 49ers commits to owning the line of scrimmage, they become nearly unstoppable. So, how can the Cowboys transform into the aggressors week in and week out? It's not about acquiring specific positions or free agents. It's about changing our failing identity into one that has a proven track record of success. Starting with stopping the run, drafting Motzi Smith last year was a step, but there's more to it than just big linemen. For too long, Dallas has relied on undersized linebackers and safeties playing in the box. Prioritizing linebackers who won't be sealed off or flattened by a fullback should toughen our presence over the middle. Building a secondary adept in zone coverage is vital too. Our secondary struggled against Green Bay's fast receivers, unable to play man-to-man or zone effectively. Not being able to drop back in zone coverage hurt us in the playoffs. On the offensive front, it's time to focus on our scheme. Since Ezekiel Elliott's record-breaking contract, our ground game hasn't been dominant. Ask yourself, how many playoff offenses lack an elite running game or Patrick Mahomes under center? Dak Prescott is as capable as any quarterback, but defenses can overcommit to CeeDee Lamb because our ground game isn't punishing enough. Taking control of the line of scrimmage when Prescott and Lamb are on the field will elevate our entire offense. Injuries played a role, sure, but the Cowboys' persistent shortcomings need addressing. Until we put a product on the field that can win where it counts on both sides, even against physically imposing opponents, not much is likely to change for America's team. Hold on to your hats, we're on the verge of hitting 184K subscribers, and the race to 200K is still going strong. If you're not part of the Cowboys family yet, hit that sub button now for multiple daily Cowboys videos. Alright, let's talk about something that'll get your gears turning: the possibility of signing Derrik Henry. Sports Illustrated has been buzzing about this, and you know what? It actually makes more sense now than it did at the trade deadline. Our offense is set up, and the salary cap is doing a happy dance. We'll break it down deeper in a bit, so stick with me. Sure, Derrik Henry might not be the 2,000-yard beast he was in 2020, but he's still a force. At 30, he's got the experience and the touchdowns to bring to the table. Now, there's some speculation on the feasibility of this move, considering his age and mileage, but hey, he's been the exception to the running back rule lately. Our running back room might see some significant changes with Tony Pollard hitting free agency and other guys on the list. Derrik Henry could be the splash we need. Imagine a universe where we went for Jalen Ramsey and Derrik Henry in that draft. A game changer. I'm not saying Derrik Henry is the sole fix for our ground game, but it sure would be on brand for Dallas to make a splash. Your likes and subscriptions mean the world to us, so consider hitting that thumbs up and subscribing if you haven't already. Thanks a bunch for your kindness. Now, breaking news on the Cowboys front. Ezekiel Elliott, our former offensive tackle, has inked a deal with the San Francisco 49ers after nearly 4 years with the NFC East squad. While Olarn didn't get a chance to strut his stuff in a regular season game, he was a standout participant in the NFL's International Player Pathway program during his time with the Cowboys. On January 23rd, the 49ers announced they snagged the 25-year-old talent through a reserve futures agreement. Some Cowboys fans might not be familiar with Olarn, given his lack of regular season action, but he dedicated over 3 years to Dallas, and now he's ready to showcase his skills in California. Though Olarn won't be hitting the playoffs this time due to the reserve future contract, he's got a challenging road ahead to secure a spot on the San Francisco roster. However, the 49ers wouldn't have brought him in if they didn't see the potential for further development. Cowboys supporters, keep a keen eye on his progress. You never know what surprises may come. In other news, as the Cowboys dodged playoff elimination by the 49ers for the third consecutive year, recent offseason rumblings suggest that Dallas Cowboys quarterback Prescott might be urged to consider a move to the Atlanta Falcons. Intriguing developments on the horizon, folks. Before we wrap up, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. Your support keeps us going strong. Thanks again for tuning in, Cowboys Nation. Until next time. Cowboys fans, we've got some unexpected drama unfolding as former Dallas Cowboys running back Ezekiel Elliott found himself present at a bar brawl over the weekend in the neighborhood of the Star in Frisco. The incident has caught the attention of Frisco police, who are now investigating the details of the altercation. While outlets like TMZ have suggested that Elliott's crew or entourage might be connected to the fight, there's no clear indication from the video footage shot by a patron that Elliott himself was involved in any trouble. The disturbance occurred around 1 a.m. at Concrete Cowboy, a nightclub conveniently located right across the street from the Cowboys headquarters. It's worth noting that, as of now, no arrests have been made in connection with the incident. Video footage from the establishment shows Elliott engaged in a conversation with a woman when a brawl erupts in another part of the room. Despite the chaos, there's no visible involvement of Elliott in the altercation. At one point, he turns around in response to the commotion before returning to his conversation. According to police documents obtained by CowboysSI.com, officers reported that a male and a female were physically assaulted by a large group of males during the brawl. The Frisco Police Department spokesperson mentioned that witnesses suggested members of Elliott's group may have been involved. Elliott, a two-time NFL rushing champion during his tenure with the Cowboys, was released by the team a year ago and subsequently signed with the New England Patriots. Despite being back home, just minutes away from the Star, there is currently no concrete evidence linking Elliott to the incident. As the investigation unfolds, we'll keep you updated on any developments. In the meantime, keep that star shining bright, Cowboys Nation.